Hey guys, my name is Charlie, and in today's video, I'll be going through a DeFi project called Filda on Heco chain network. Filda is a lending protocol that focuses on the borrowing and lending of assets on its platform. It is an alternative to another lending protocol which is Lendhub on Heco chain. This time, we will look at what Filda has to offer to its Heco chain network users. But before we deep dive into Filda itself, I would like to share with you that currently we are holding a giveaway contest for our crypto starter pack that consists of a copy of our book Crypto Assets for Passive Income, an online video course, and a $20 worth of Bitcoin. This crypto starter pack, if you would like to participate in this giveaway contest, just go to the link in the description box down below to sign up. And in addition to that, if you are new to our channel, do subscribe and hit the notification bell button for more videos such as this, as well as visit our social channels such as our Telegram channel for more new contents and updates on the crypto space. We are doing a shout out to Dorahacks, who is organizing this Heco online hackathon for aspiring smart contract developers or teams who have a project that they wish to deploy on Heco chain. This is a great avenue whereby you can pitch your early stage ideas and get funding for it. In order to apply for the grant and participate in this application, just go to this website here. There is a lot more details about the grant and how to apply for the grant here. And the registration time period or the submission time period is from March the 16th to May the 15th. You still have about 1 month period of time to register for this Heco grant. So this is their Medium article that talks about the Heco grant online hackathon. It's open for developers from all over the world and is co-organized by Heco and Dorahacks and encourages and supports early stage developer projects that is building the next gen decentralized protocol and applications on the Heco chain itself. So this is a very exciting thing that if you are a developer, you should be looking to develop your projects on Heco chain. The links to the application will be in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's get started. Right now we are at the defibox.com. So in today's video we'll be talking about Filda. So Filda, it's ranked 5th here under Heco chain lending protocol with 747 million TVL. So these are just some of the key stats about Filda. And this is Filda's main application. You can see that it's a lending protocol, so if you have been involved in other lending protocols on other blockchains, then this interface could be quite familiar to you. But before we interact with their interface, let us go to their documentation. So on their documentation is that Filda is a lending and borrowing project based on smart contract to realize this cross-chain money market. It has been launched on Heco chain or the huobi eco chain, and they have plans to deploy on Ethereum and other public chains. You can see that the trend right now for most of these projects is that they are doing this cross-chain or cross-chain interoperability. So they state here the reason why they chose Heco chain as their base chain first rather than Ethereum. Normally the key reason is the extremely low gas fees, because it can help to attract a lot more users to come on board and also higher adoption. And they have their own native token, which is called the Filda. It is the governance token of this Filda protocol. And of course, there are FAQs that talks about the features, their key features, some of the lending and borrowing key questions that people will tend to ask. So they have some FAQ questions here. And F token. So F token, what is F token? All assets on Filda are integrated with a token contract that represents the HRC20 HRC20 is the Heco chain protocol, and by minting F token, they can perform these few functions. And this F token is obtained when you deposit or supply your crypto assets onto Filda, and they will produce this F token as a proof of certificate. You can see this is written here. So the F token is a certificate of your deposit. When you want to claim back your assets from Filda, you need to use your F token to claim it back. That means you need to have your F tokens with you in your wallet to claim back these assets that you have contributed. They have some updates here along the way which showcases the activities and the community engagement by the Filda team. This is a good sign to have. And one thing you may note is that they have Chinese wordings on it, but the good thing is they also have English translation. This can help to appeal to the international community as well, rather than just the Chinese community. And if we go to their business model, they contain two protocols, the banking, which is the lending and borrowing, and staking as well. And this protocol is a revision based on the Compound project on Ethereum. And they describe their basic features, your liquidity pool, your deposit, and borrowing. When you borrow from the platform itself, you are able to quickly borrow any token that you wish to have to perform your staking activities or whatever activities you need to do with your borrowed tokens. Normally when it comes to this borrowing or lending type of strategies, it is typically a bit more advanced for basic users because it requires some level of financial knowledge in order to take advantage of such protocols. And there are definitely risks involved in such things. So if you are just a basic user or just coming into DeFi recently, I would strongly suggest that you do a little bit more research, read up on how this lending and borrowing protocol works for you and what type of strategies to take before even you start borrowing these crypto assets from the platform. And of course, when we come to the more technical part or the more financial part of this lending borrowing protocol, this is the part where they explain about this interest rate and exchange rate and all that, all this utilization rate when it comes to borrowing and lending. So you can see it's a little bit more technical on this part. So which is why if you are a beginner, it is hard for you to understand. And I would encourage you to read up more on it because it is hard to just, explain it all in one sitting. So these are quite technical. I suggest you really have to spend that time to read through it. And they also have examples to cite to explain what they are trying to do here. And some of the key parameters that you need to take note of, like this loan utilization ratio, which is also shown here. So you can see the utilization percentage is here. So it explains. And the liquidation level, they have this liquidation threshold for different assets here that you need to take note of. Because if you exceed, so this is the part where they explain, the loan limit can be granted for the current account if the market value of the collateralized assets multiplied by the liquidation threshold equals the loan limit, where the loan limit is used 100%, then the collateralized asset will be liquidated and a 10% penalty will be charged. So this is the part where if your loan limit hits 100%, your asset will be liquidated. That means the asset that you have pledged into this platform as collateral will be liquidated, and you have this 10% penalty charge to you. That is why they have some safety mechanisms built into their lending protocol, where they have this safety line of 85%, and they have an example to cite how it actually works here in this calculation. And the liquidation rules, to briefly run you through, liquidation threshold refers to value that can be granted when an asset is used as a collateral. Since price of encrypted assets fluctuate greatly, it's impossible to grant collateral with full value at real-time prices. For example, if the liquidation threshold for BTC is set at 85%, then BTC of $10,000 can be credited as 8,500. In other words, the user can borrow $8,500 by collateralizing $10,000 worth of BTC. And you have your explanation of this loan limit, the utilization rate, everything is described here. And they have these tutorials on how to interact with Filda itself, how to perform these actions. We may have subsequent videos or tutorials that showcase on how we actually do this borrowing and lending on Filda platform itself. If you are interested, just let us know in the comment box down below, and we may have this type of videos up in the near future. So more information here, and of course we come to the tokenomics. This is their Filda contract address for their token and token distribution. So this is the token distribution. They have 500 million Filda tokens, and this is their scheduled release, how they're going to release their tokens out. You can see some of them is in Chinese, so there are some parts that sometimes they did not do like a proper translation. So as for now, if you want to understand more about it, you need to right click on it and maybe translate to English, and it will do this translation for you, but not like a proper translation, but at least you know what it means here. Yeah. And next is their DAO governance. So they have this DAO governance feature, which is a good thing to get the community or holders of Filda tokens to put a vote on proposals of their platform. Just a very simple roadmap here. And of course, what is F token and all that. Yeah. The next thing is their code audit. So they also have code audits here, which you can take a look at. So if you are a developer or you know something about smart contract, you can spend some time, go through these audits here and some of the codes that they have shown, like their GitHub, and just understand it. And they also have updates on their mining ratio. We come back to Filda's application. So this is their application. Like I mentioned, this interface should be quite familiar to some of you who have dabbled in or have interacted with this lending protocol. So this could be quite similar to that. By depositing your assets, by providing this liquidity for others to borrow your assets, you'll be rewarded with this APY, or in this case, you'll be rewarded with Filda tokens. One thing about this platform that I don't really like is the wordings is quite small here. It's hard for you to read through it. This is one thing that maybe I would like to appeal to the developers of this platform is, improve on your interface, especially the wordings where, you want to be clear on what you are getting into. I have to actually, increase the size and then understand, okay, so, they have a note here. Savings rate equals to the savings APY plus Filda APY. You'll be earning both in this case, like for example, USDT, you'll be getting USDT returns and also the Filda returns. One thing to note here is that in terms of Filda returns, it doesn't seem very exciting because in fact it's like less than 10% for most of them. Because if you come to the part of staking, if you want to further grow your Filda rewards, you'll see that they have this liquidity pair staking here. This liquidity pair staking that involves Filda on one side of it. If you have deposited only like a small amount, you won't actually get a lot of Filda rewards to perform this staking here to get even more rewards. Because you can see the reward APY here is quite high, but if your Filda rewards is low, then you won't be able to maximize your rewards. And instead, you actually have to purchase the Filda tokens. In my own opinion, whenever I always get into a new DeFi project, I will always look through the information, and only when I feel that project itself is very promising and I've done my research, I will invest by using my fiat or other crypto assets to purchase these Filda tokens. But if I'm not clear or unsure, I will always take the step of, if given a choice, I will always take the step of trying to farm or obtain these Filda tokens by liquidity mining or staking, rather than buying Filda tokens from the market itself. And this is the part of their DAO. So you can see they have some proposals that are put forth that has already been passed by the community. One interesting thing here is that they have this adjust token distribution. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, let's look at the English portion. So they have made adjustment to the platform lending and LP mining incentive ratios. So you can see that before it was 40% and all that, and right now they have increased from 40% to 65% for the banking part, which is your borrowing and lending. Right now when you deposit these tokens in, you will receive much more rewards in terms of this Filda, which is a good thing, and this will definitely encourage more people to look at Filda as an option to mine or to get Filda, to increase the adoption rate of this Filda platform itself. This is a good thing for the long-term growth of Filda. So definitely excited on what Filda is going to do for their platform and their community. To conclude is that Filda is definitely one of the lending protocols that you will need to look into for this Heco chain network, because they have quite a significant amount of TVL that is being locked in their smart contracts, which already shows which is an indicator of the crypto community confidence in this platform itself. There are some downsides to it. Like any other crypto projects out there, definitely there will be some downsides to it. You will need to do your own due diligence, especially understanding what this lending protocol is about. And hopefully the rewards in terms of their Filda rewards will be increased even more in the future to get more people to participate on Filda, and they can have the chance to stake to get even more rewards here. I hope that you have enjoyed today's content. Please drop a like and comment in the box down below. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you are new to the channel for more videos and content such as this, and also join our social channels to participate in our community discussion. Links are in the description box down below. And also, if you are a smart contract developer or you have a team that is developing your own crypto projects, you may want to look at this Heco grant online hackathon that is going on right now, where you can submit your project idea for this application of the grant. This is for those who want to have your project on the Heco chain network itself, so you will have support on this area. To understand more about this and grant application, just go to the link in the description box down below to understand more. With that, I thank you and I'll see you in the next video.